in Andover. At that time, Field Training Officer Robitaille and his trainee officer Ledwel, recently out of the academy, were heading back to the station to file on a previous incident that they had finished. The communication center had dispatched another officer, Officer Murray, to the medical call, but FTO Robitaille and Ledwel were on Essex Street, which is extremely close to where the call was. They immediately informed dispatch of their location and headed to the call as they were the closest vehicle. Officer Robitaille and Officer Ledwel were the first to arrive at the scene, and they found a male in a chair, his head hanging back, his skin was blue and sweaty. They immediately assessed the condition of the patient and moved the patient to the floor. They found him unresponsive, not breathing, and could not find a pulse. They attached their department-issued AED and began CPR. At that time, Officer Murray and Officer Cataldo arrived at the scene and assisted them. FTO Robitaille and Officer Ledwel did a series of 5 chest compression and assisted breath to the patient. And they also were advised to shock the patient twice per the instructions from their AED. A third shock was not advised, and that's when the Andover Fire Department took over care of the patient. The patient was moved to the ambulance, and the Lawrence General Hospital paramedics were taking care of the patient. The officers were informed that the patient, in fact, did have a pulse. This is a perfect example of the teamwork between all of our public safety personnel. Officer Robitaille and Officer Ledwel went to work as soon as they arrived on the scene, and they performed a flawless set of CPR which brought the patient back. Sergeant Moore, who's a training coordinator, informed me the data card from the AED showed that the second shot had actually initiated the patient's pulse to return. For their actions on that day, the Andover Police Department would like to recognize Officer Robitaille and Officer Ledwel as the Exchange Officer of the Year.